Hi everyone, it's Phil here from Ashland Leather, and I've got some incredible private stock of wallets and other leather accessories to show you today. And all the items that we're going to be looking at today, including this Capone money clip, are made in a special Horrorween Chrome Excel Workshoe Butt. And it's kind of like a combination between Chrome Excel and shell cordovan. And if you caught the video I put up this morning, I did an interview with Skip Horrorween, and he talked a little bit about this Workshoe Chrome Excel. After that interview was over with Skip, he actually came to me with a special piece of Workshoe butts, and that's what this is here. It's a little bit more of a brown color, and we'll get into that in a second. So everything you're about to see is available up on the website right now, ashlandleather.com, under the private stock page. So let's go one by one. The first one here, Capone money clip in that incredible black Workshoe butt. And the big difference from this leather compared to shell cordovan is the density, and it's quite a bit thicker. So in something like this Capone, it's actually a little bit difficult right now for me to even open it completely. You'll see it sort of snaps back in place. This leather is super, super dense. It's much more dense and full when you compare it to shell cordovan. It does have similar characteristics to the shell, very flat and smooth. It also has some similar characteristics to Chrome Excel. This particular money clip we've outfitted with a black spring bar clip. And I've had a few questions recently about the spring bar money clip. If you're losing tension on this at all, take the clip all the way out and make sure those two pieces are screwed in together. The tension is fixed by those two screw posts. The other interesting thing that we've done on this particular money clip is we've hand stained the edges, and we've done that for every wallet in the video. We've got really nice black hand stained edges. Another black Workshoe butt piece to look at here. This has quickly become a popular item, the vertical Bugs Moran. I love Bugs Moran because it fits perfectly in your hand. It's a really nice simple card holder, great for a front pocket. And this has two card slots on the left, two on the right, a hidden card slot on both of those sides as well. Up next is a Frank the Enforcer, another minimalist style. It was actually kind of difficult for us to get this particular wallet out of those thicker whole horse butts. So we did find some specifically thin pieces that we're able to make this Frank the Enforcer out of. And on the front, we've got two card slots. There's a larger card slot in the center. On the back, we have one card slot with a thumb notch. Now here's a watch strap that I'm particularly excited about. Also the black whole horse butt. This one's all blacked out. So we have black hardware, black lug adapters. The back side of the leather is also black. This one is available on the site, but I'm also making one for myself that might be a good demonstration to show you. I actually made this watch strap out of all three variants of the leather. So the strap itself, all of this is actually the Workshoe butt, but on the keepers here, I made one of the keepers in black shell cordovan and one of the keepers in black Chrome Excel. So let's do a little bit of a close-up here. So if you look closely at this watch strap here, you'll notice there are three different leathers, and it might be hard to see. You have to look very close. This right here is a piece of shell cordovan, definitely more flat and smooth and shiny for the shell cordovan. This keeper here is actually black Chrome Excel, so you can see a little bit more grain character. Let's get an even closer look at the grain character here. Look very closely, you can see those very fine details of the grain, which is really beautiful. And comparing that to the shell here, again, very, very flat and smooth. The Workshoe butt here that you can see on the body of the strap is sort of a good combination between both. You do get a little bit of the texture that the grain has on the Chrome Excel, and it's a little bit more flat and smooth, compact, just like the shell cordovan. So this strap here with the three pieces, this is not available. This is actually something that I would like to wear myself, so I'll be putting it on my wrist after the video here. Up next is a beautiful Fat Herbie. We actually did a pre-order on these a couple weeks ago and shipped all those out. We do have two more available on the black Workshoe butt. Fat Herbie here in the black Workshoe is really interesting, very, very dense and compact. So you'll see it actually has a hard time staying shut by itself, but as you wear this, that leather will mold and conform to everything you put inside of it, as well as mold and conform to itself. So it will lay flat just from normally wearing it, putting in your back pocket or even your front pocket. On the inside, we have more of that black whole horse butt, and all of the edges on this are also hand stained with a black dye. There is one irregular Fat Herbie to look at. This one has some very small scuffs and scratches. You might be able to see this one right here. And on the website, you'll be able to see these little bits of imperfections in more detail. There's also like a very mild looking sort of scratch right here and some stuff on the inside right. Up next is our most popular wallet style, Johnny the Fox. Is a very traditional bifold with that black whole horse butt Workshoe Butt on the outside. Very interesting leather here, and I just love the density of it. It has a really great feel. We've combined that Workshoe Butt on the outside with some horsehide on the interior just to keep the thickness to the perfect size. All of the edges of this one are also hand stained with a black finish. Here's the little brother to the Fat Herbie. This is our Tony the Ant with the bill slot in the back. We've got 4 card holders on the inside, also made out of the black Workshoe Butt. And we made a few small accessories for people to experience this special leather for themselves. Vault key holder here in the black Workshoe Butt. I also have a black key fob that turned out really great in the black Workshoe Butt. This one has an antique copper ring. And the last black Workshoe Butt to show you, a piece made out of it, is a 20mm watch strap. This is a traditional watch strap, not intended for an Apple Watch. And I really like how these watch straps turned out. The matte luster almost of the Workshoe Butt I find very compelling on a black color. It sort of has this stealthed out, almost futuristic look, especially when we combine it with a piece of black hardware. So we have a black buckle on this watch strap. And you might be able to see on the table here the cutting net from another color of the Workshoe Butt. And this here is a weird, interesting color name. If you watch the video with Skip, he has a swatch book of old colors. And I think that's what this color name is here. 26DE, I believe, is just an old color name for what you see on the table here. And it's a really nice medium brown. It's almost got like a little bit of caramel in it at some angles. And if you watch the video with Skip explaining the Workshoe Butt, he talks about how this leather is semi-aniline, which means there is a slight bit of pigment applied to the finish of this leather. So you do get a little bit of that pull up. You might be able to see the depth of color here, a little bit more of these caramel undertones with a darker brown surface, but it's much more even and consistent with that little bit of drop of pigment. This particular one here has a cream color stitching. This Capone money clip has a gold spring bar clip on the inside, which I think goes great with this brown color. Made a couple lighter sheaths also in the 26DE. I really want people to check out this leather in person. It's one of those things that I don't think is going to translate perfectly over a video, but the density and the feel and the look of this Workshoe Butt is really special. So we've tried to make some smaller goods out of the same piece. So speaking of smaller goods, I have a one-shot card case for you to look at. This one also has the cream color stitching, and on the spine of this wallet, you can see a little bit more of this color depth. That little bit of pull-up, I think, makes the leather extra special. Moving on, we're getting a little bit larger in size. We have a Frank the Enforcer in 26DE. This is a great looking piece. It's a little bit thicker than most of the Frank the Enforcers that we make because these Workshoe Butts are just inherently thicker. But we were able to pick some of the thinner pieces to make this Frank the Enforcer. And here's a look at the backside with that one card slot with a thumb notch. Here's another Tony the Ant wallet, also in the 26DE color. We have the one in black, and now we have the one in this medium brown. You can see a little bit of this pull-up happening across the top, and if I just run my finger underneath the leather, you can see that dramatic pull-up effect, and then you can sort of just rub it right back into place, which is a really interesting thing about all Chrome Excel in general. On the inside of this one, we have more of these Workshoe Butts in the 26DE, and we have a couple Bugs Moran card holders to show you. The first one here, also in the 26DE color, has vertical card slots on the interior. So again, 2 card slots on the left with a hidden card slot underneath, and the same thing going on the right. I think this wallet translates very well in this thicker Workshoe Butt, and this is something that's built to last. All of the Workshoe Butt is extra tough and extra dense. Something that I was not aware of that Skip explained to me is horse hides are more abrasion resistant naturally when compared to a bovine. So cowhide, steer hide tend to not be as tough as a horse hide like this. And then when you combine it with such a dense tannage that the Workshoe Butt is, and then the shell inside, all that makes for an extremely durable leather. And on the inside of this Bugs Moran, this is our traditional card layout with 2 on each side. You can actually fit US dollars folded in half under the larger slots. Another Johnny the Fox to show you, our most popular wallet style here. I think it's just the wallet most people are familiar with style-wise. 26DE on the outside here, that great medium brown color. We have that contrasting cream stitch again, and on the inside, we actually paired this up with some color number 4 horsehide, and we choose this horsehide just to keep the thickness down. If we were to use the whole horse butts, this would just be unmanageably thick. We were able to make a couple watch straps out of the 26DE Workshoe Butts. And this one here has a silver buckle. This is 20mm on the lug width, and then the lengths, this is our regular length. So the longer piece with the adjustment holes here is 120mm long, and the shorter length with the buckle on it is 80 millimeters. And let me give you a look at the back side of the strap here, because I think this is going to wear in to be very, very comfortable. That veg tan character of the Workshoe Butt, this will polish in and mold around your wrist. We also made an Apple Watch band out of the 26 DE Workshoe Butt. This one has black hardware on it. I'm excited for somebody to have this one. I think this naturally thicker Workshoe Butt lends itself perfectly to a design of an online strap. And the last item to show you is our flagship model. I love the Fat Herbie. This particular one here in the 26 DE is the first time I've ever seen a wallet in this leather. It was actually the first thing we made out of the leather when Skip gave us that piece. It's a really great color depth and a pull-up effect on this 26 DE. It's different than the black, which is more flat and even. There's no pull-up on the black at all. And I think the best thing about these Workshoe Butts, again, is the feel. It's just so dense and different than anything else I've felt. It's sort of this combination of rigid and firm, but also supple at the same time. It's sort of playing tricks with my mind. Here's a look at the interior. I think this is a beautiful look. With the 26D on the left and right, it's almost like a medium brown sort of caramel. And then we did not finish the flesh side of this leather, so you get this nice sort of suede look, and it's a little bit varied with the colors of the oils and the tannins that have gone into this leather. So thank you so much for checking out all the private stock stuff in the video today. If you wanted to learn more about the Workshoe Butts, there's a 30-minute interview I did with Skip Horween about this leather. It's got a pretty special story, and he's always so insightful and fun to hear from. So thanks again for checking it out. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And until next time, I hope you have a good one.